like the, you know,
Forget about that. So I'll just take her out and watch because what's it called? Doesn't want to work.
I'm surprised when I got the
An iris is a thing in your eye. Yeah, tell that. You didn't know your iris is exactly. It's the thing in your eye. Alright, don't make a scene.
It's the sunglasses.
Oh, I got this one. You're good. We know.
And I'm tired. So I got
Well, yeah, the cornea and the iris are both part of your eye. No, there's a certain part. He's the little. Yeah. No, I was just thinking, I was generally curious. Take it. I think that's big. Yeah. Filming. Under what? I'm on Tucker.
Under what? Our videos have been.
Exactly. My videos have been cringy and perfect. Saying hi to everybody. As you know, I'm running out of stuff. You know who? In Paul, that's Paul. And the lady got out of the craft. No, I'm not. She's here. You get a panther. You get a panther. There's three.
Is he already in here? The downstairs? Yeah. He did go on a rock.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Excuse me.
Yep. You see that I'm not
Look
going
at that.
You're going to buy it.
Olivia, you've been given all the
I didn't see her. don't have to.
You're still salty.
Wait. That was good. That was good. Wow.
Wait.
That's not funny. Mr. and Mrs.
Alright, call it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I did 15 minutes. Check actually. I answered one question. I didn't answer the question.
And then we'll sit out. It's good.
Oh, that gave me a hard time because I said 17.
with a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this time of celebration and ask your presence with us tonight. We pray for a blessing in all those involved with this service and putting it together and taking the time to write it. We most importantly thank you for the hard work of these students being recognized here tonight. Be with us during this time. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good evening, Reverend Matthew Pierce, Mr. Gorman, Emma Craft, staff members, family, friends, Dr. Vespi. We welcome you to the 68th induction ceremony of the Nassau Chapter of the National Honor Society. Please welcome to the stage Shannon Johnson, Vice President.
Please welcome Mr. Sean Gorman, Principal of Gloucester City High School.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's a joy to be here. I'd like to especially acknowledge to my left Dr. Vespi, our superintendent of schools. He has given great efforts to make ceremonies in person like this return to Gloucester High. Whenever we talk about a ceremony like this, it's not can we make it happen, it's always how can we make it happen? What do we have to do? And I endlessly appreciate that, as I'm sure you do as well. Tonight we honor the best and the brightest students at our beloved high school. I am proud to announce that this is the 68th induction into our local chapter of our National Honor Society. It is amazing to think of the pride and joy experienced by generations of Lions families and students as they have achieved all that it takes to be inducted by representing these 4 National Honor Society pillars. Pillar number 1, character. The students on stage have exhibited the most admirable levels of character and persistence that I have ever witnessed. Many facets of the past 14 months have been challenging and at times discouraging. To watch these students navigate the past 14 months with unwavering determination and grit has been inspiring. Witnessing their inner strength at this young age is something that I will remember forever. I will use them as a powerful example of what true character is to future generations of Gloucester High School students. Pillar number 2, scholarship. These students have excelled in every one of our classrooms. The physical classroom, the virtual classroom, and the hybrid classroom, and have displayed the intellect and perseverance necessary for this achievement. The challenges that they have overcome are unprecedented. Pillar number 3, leadership. Author, speaker, and pastor John C. Maxwell said this about leadership. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. I want to personally thank the students up on stage for finding a way to raise the bar for younger students in our community, including my own 3 children. Your influence will last for generations. And pillar number 4, service. My perspective as a principal has provided me with a great appreciation for how much the final pillar of service means to our community. I am fortunate to receive many of the thanks for the times that these students have spent officiating youth athletic events, painting faces at Gloucester Day, walking in a city parade, restocking the local food pantry, and volunteering in many other ways. I am grateful and proud that under Mrs. Egerton's leadership, these students were some of the first volunteers in our community to return to offering help when it was needed most. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge their advisor, Mrs. Egerton, who this year more than ever has exhibited her unwavering commitment to lead every student to appreciate and embody leadership, service, scholarship, and character. Thank you, Mrs. Egerton. "2021 National Honor Society members. Schools are cornerstones of small communities. They bind us together and encourage the community's trust in our collective future. The best schools find ways to cultivate faith in their students within the community. Inductees, you remind us every day about how special our school is. You make so many people thankful that Gloucester High School is the school that they had the good fortune to attend. People are excited to send their own children to Gloucester High and happy that their grandchildren get to attend Gloucester High. On behalf of the Board of Education, Dr. Vespi, the administration, and our staff, thank you for representing yourselves, your families, our school, and community so incredibly well. You are the greatest source of pride that we could ever wish for. Thank you.
Please welcome Treasurer Rachel Chen. Numerical values can often be so restricting, forcing people into labels while expecting them to conform to these assumptions. These suffocating constraints chain people to their GPAs, their socioeconomic standings, or their age, shifting society's values away from prioritizing intrinsic rewards to focusing on stacking up achievements as parade trophies. When it comes to the pillar of scholarship, the first thing that comes to mind for many are academics. However, scholarship is so much more than these numbers. Yes, NHS members must maintain certain academic standards of being within the top 25% of their class. However, every single one of these members have put forth the effort and willingness to learn and explore, which can't simply be measured by quantitative means. Having good scholarship means having a commitment to goals, pushing past these numerical labels, and devoting ourselves to not just our studies, but also our attraction for learning. It means allowing our natural curiosity to draw us to explore, to try, to experiment. To be a true scholar, one must challenge themselves regardless of how many times they may fail, even if it seems as if they will never understand, because for everyone, learning and growth have to start from the very beginning. After all, OLs are better than what-ifs. Scholarship means finding the strength to continue to indulge in the good and the intriguing, and finding the will to be open-minded and learn. There are so many ways to learn, such as taking various AP courses because they're fun, participating in various experiments, or even just reading more on a certain topic. Even attempting to knit or trying out new skateboard tricks can cultivate the mind and expand the world. Learning can come in so many different forms, from actual textbooks to interactions with others, to just everyday life experiences. but scholars take these snippets of knowledge and use the opportunity to delve into getting deeper understandings or even contributing more to it. If knowledge is the key to success, then diligence, curiosity, and determination are the metals that forge the key to opening the door to a brighter future. Please welcome President Thomas Billings.
Dwight Eisenhower once said, "The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionably integrity. Without it, no real success is possible." For the entirety of their high school career, everyone on this stage has conducted themselves with the integrity required to be designated by teachers and peers as a leader. Whether in a club, on the field or stage, or in the community, everyone here has devoted themselves to helping others achieve greatness and creating an inclusive environment which uplifts and inspires. This requires a tremendous amount of confidence and sacrifice, opening up oneself to the possibility of being responsible for a collective failure. However, leaders look past failure and see only chances for growth and success. The guiding principle behind this leap of faith is the culmination of all the NHS core values: integrity. Behind all endeavors the NHS embarks upon is a shared desire to improve the community and positively impact all those around us. This desire is the impetus for leadership. The vision for an improved community where all share equal at a chance at success and happiness is at the heart of every member you see before you. Through the intentional application of integrity in daily life, the complex ambition for a brighter future becomes an intrinsic motive. However, these values cannot be forged by one person alone. All leaders constantly learn from those they seek to influence, other leaders, parents, and guardians. In this respect, leadership is not only a reflection of personal morals, but of the morals of the entire community. By giving back to the community, we can in turn help others to become the leaders we have been taught to be. The cycle of individuals with integrity passing on their values ensures a promising direction for the future. The students before you have taken ownership of this future. They have dedicated themselves to the betterment of all those around them, and proved to be a continuous source of inspiration and positivity for the entire community here at GHS. Their confidence, rectitude, and dedication to promoting good character have forever impacted GHS, will continue to impact all those around them as they continue on their leadership journey. Please welcome Vice President Shannon Johnson.
Good evening, parents, guardians, and faculty. It is my honor to welcome the new inductees into the National Honor Society and welcome the returning members. Tonight I would like to speak about an important pillar of the National Honor Society: service. Service is more than just helping others. Service fulfills you as a person. Many say that giving gifts to others is more fun than receiving them, and the same goes for service. Albert Einstein once said, "You must give some time to your fellow man, even if it's a little thing. Do something for which you've yet not paid, but the privilege of doing it." The members of the National Honor Society, old and new, have all exceeded the requirements pertaining to service. The National Honor Society has had a presence all over the community. Let that be from volunteering at the Gloucester City Youth Soccer League to student-led cleanup days in both Brooklawn and Gloucester. So this chapter of the NHS service is more than just accumulating service hours to put on your college application. It is about the life experiences that are gained through these opportunities. By serving the community and people in need, you are bettering yourself in almost every way possible. Not only does service give you a sense of pride and purpose, it lays the foundation for building good character. Service allows for a single person to change the lives of others, along with their own, making it one of the most important that the National Honor Society is built upon. Thank you. Please welcome Secretary Ocean Alon back to the podium.
something we all have in common, yet in different forms, something that is expressed in different ways and presented to society. It's commonly assumed that it doesn't take much for an individual to develop one to impress others. That's true, but it certainly doesn't take too little either. To fulfill the character pillar, NHS members should be able to represent themselves in ways that show that they are responsible, reliable, respectful, and fair. Maintaining a well-rounded respect for those around you can create closer connections and impacts both outside and inside of school. It could be done by doing the little things, such as helping a student with their homework or saying hi to your peers and teachers in the hallway. It could even go beyond that, such as volunteering to clean up the park or putting much time and care into your studies. Honestly, the number of ways to present an awesome character is endless. However, it shouldn't be thought of as a competition amongst others. Instead, it should be thought of as an opportunity to make your own decisions that influence others on a positive note. Sometimes it can require you to sacrifice some choices for yourself in order to help someone. But don't think of this as a bad idea because it can truly benefit your development as well. Making tough decisions can only strengthen your ability to unleash the best part of you. You may not notice it sometimes, but characters practice every day no matter what you're doing. It's small yet valuable steps like these that guide you towards a path of success. A motivating mindset is crucial to keep up an uplifting environment around you and others. This can mean not giving up from the pressure of failure, but to push through it and find a better solution. Obviously, we can't expect everyone to be perfect, but that's the point of learning from others and our own journey. Thank you. The new members of the National Honor Society are senior members, Darren Chen, Angela Trinidad, new junior members of the National Honor Society, Atlantis Alpheus, Danica Bennett, Stephen Burkhart, Peyton Carr, Aiden Coughlin, William Horton, Sadia Islam, Stephen Light, Michael Morrell, Julian Rainbows Mendez, Michaela Renzi, Sami Shabus, Gabriel Sotelo, Catherine Suarez, Shamaya Thomas, Kai Vu, JC Wagner, Madison Wall, Joshua Wilkie, Trevor Young. Congratulations, new members. Please welcome Mr. Sean Gorman back to the podium to introduce the senior members of the National Honor Society.
Good evening once again. Anybody who's ever heard me speak knows that I always make sure to say, a great school begins and ends with great teachers. You can have the nicest facility, you can have the nicest programs. Without excellent teachers, that magic doesn't unfold. And I'm so incredibly proud and honored to work with the people that I get to each day. And this has become a beautiful addition to our National Honor Society ceremony where the senior members get to choose staff members who have made great impacts throughout their academic careers, and you'll get to hear the words of the senior members now explaining what that impact has meant to them. So first up we have National Honor Society Senior Member and Secretary Ocean Alam. Ocean has chosen AP English teacher Mrs. Barbara Gorman to pin her. In Ocean's words, she says, Mrs. Gorman is a beautiful, brilliant, kind-hearted woman who I was lucky enough to have as a teacher, not once, but twice, and a loving neighbor who has seen me grow up from a child to where I am now. Honestly, these words do not describe the impeccable human being that she is to everyone. If problems occurred, or if it was just to simply rant about something, Mrs. Gorman would take the time out of her day to talk and sort things out, even if it did mean she had to cancel her grocery shopping trip. She would always reassure me that I was doing fine and to be more confident in myself, whether if I was feeling really unmotivated or if I was not sure about my work. I highly appreciated that because it certainly did have a positive effect on everything that I did, including the Friday jumbles that she did during my junior year. Mrs. Gorman makes sure that her classroom is a welcoming place, and I can assure you that it is considering that I always felt a weight off of my shoulder the second that I stepped into her bright environment after 8 periods of classes that day. Thank you for being there for me whenever I needed advice and for being understanding. Congratulations, Ocean. Thank you, Mrs. Gorman. Congratulations. Next, we have National Honor Society senior member Ricky Anthony Baluya. These are the words that Ricky has written for the staff member of his choice, teacher and wrestling coach, Mr. Thomas McConnell. Unfortunately, Mr. McConnell was not able to make it tonight due to unforeseen circumstances, so Mrs. Finley will be doing his pinning. Ricky's words: I'd like to thank every faculty member of Gloucester High School for their contributions, not only to our school, but our community as well. I have chosen the greatest Lions wrestling coach, Mr. Thomas McConnell, who has led us to winning the Patriot Division of the Colonial Conference. I chose this individual because he is an astounding coach who puts his time and effort into the sport itself, even though this season was quite a ride due to the pandemic going on. He not only coaches the sport itself, but he's an amazing teacher who has changed my life. Before wrestling, I was a bit all over the place, and I didn't have much confidence in my own abilities in both school and athletics. But that whole thing changed around when I joined the wrestling team in my junior year. The wrestling coaches spend a lot of time improving the team when they have work of their own to do. Coach McConnell would always give small but powerful quotes and speeches, but the one that I find the most powerful is one that he would say often. Upon the conduct of each depends the fate of all. This resonated with me because it shows how each individual is playing a critical role on any team. Coach McConnell, you have always been a role model to me, and I'm truly grateful for what you have done for our community. Congratulations, Ricky. Thank you, Mrs. Finley. Next, we have National Honor Society senior member Sage Barker. And Sage has chosen former Gloucester High School guidance counselor Mrs. Casey Bobo to pin her. Sage's words: words cannot describe the impact that Mrs. Bobo has had on me. From the end of my freshman year through the very end of my senior year, Mrs. Bobo has pushed me, motivated me, and encouraged me to become the best version of myself. The end of my freshman year, she convinced me to take on 3 AP classes, amongst other honors courses that I was already taking. And although I was very intimidated, she made me feel like I could do anything that I set my mind to. She sparked my drive to work hard and achieve personal goals. Without Mrs. Bobo, I would not be going to my dream school, nor would I be as prepared as I am for college and living in the real world. She was always right by my side and ready to help any way that she could. She put up with my endless trips to her office, panicking about what classes I should take and how it will be useful for my future goals. No matter how confusing or complicated my schedule seemed, she always reminded me that I can do anything that I set my mind to. And with her help, I did just that. Thank you, Mrs. Bobo, for being the most encouraging, empowering, selfless, and supportive person that I have come to know. Thank you for being my reason. Without you, I would not be where I am now, and I will be forever grateful for you. Congratulations, Sage. Thank you, Mrs. Bobo. Next, we have National Honor Society Senior Member and President, Thomas Billings. Thomas has selected science teacher and swim coach, Mrs. Shannon McKinnon, to pin him. Here are Thomas's words. Mrs. McKinnon has been a constant supporter throughout my 4 years of high school. Whether in the pool or in the classroom, she has always had the highest expectations for me. She provided the tough love that I needed in order to reach my full potential. She taught me the value of good work ethic and discipline. The values Mrs. McKinnon has taught me have guided me through all sorts of life's challenges. Her positivity is contagious. My time on the swim team was my favorite part of high school and will be sorely missed, even the early morning winter break practices. Congratulations, Thomas. Thank you, Mrs. McKinnon. Next, please welcome senior member Sarah Bonney. Sarah has elected AP United States History and AP World History teacher, Mr. Michael Listed, to pin him. Here are Sarah's words. Not only being a supportive teacher in the classroom, but also being a supportive bowling coach, Mr. Listed has helped me come a long way. He has encouraged me to always do my best in and out of school. When it came to being a coach, he helped me mentally focus and become a better player. Transferring over to the classroom, he has always helped me, going above and beyond to learn about history. Besides providing extra credit and optional assignments and helping me with my work, being able to have fun in his class definitely has put me at ease learning one of my more difficult subjects. He has taught me to take pride in all of my accomplishments. I am lucky to have had Mr. Listed as both a teacher and a coach for the last 3 years. Congratulations, Sarah. Thank you, Mr. Listed. Next, please welcome senior member Christopher Castro. Chris has chosen engineering and computer science teacher, Mr. Robert McWilliams, to pin him. Here are Chris's words. As the end of my senior year approaches, I look forward to the new possibilities and challenges that await me. My time at GHS has equipped me with the necessary skills to embrace both. As it is constantly echoed in our great halls, it is our exceptional teachers and staff that make the GHS experience so incredibly memorable. I've had the great privilege of being taught by these great people, one being Mr. McWilliams, whose hard work and ethics has been present for all 4 of my years here at GHS. He has been a source of great admiration for me. His experience and dedication to his craft allows him to present material in a manageable way. However, he is also very willing to open up time slots to give extra help when students don't understand the topics. He was also available to explain foreign subjects that I had curiosity for, such as calculus. Recently, he has made the daunting challenge of coding interactive and very rewarding, where now I wish to pursue a minor in that subject. I've clearly had the benefits of studying with and being taught by the most dedicated people that I will ever meet. I am excited to see what comes next. Congratulations, Chris. Thank you, Mr. McWilliams. Next, please welcome senior member Darren Chen. Darren has chosen avid and English teacher, Miss Colleen Blake, to pin him. Here are Darren's words. I want to express my sincere gratitude for all of the effort Ms. Blake has taken to help me involve myself throughout my 4 academic years at GHS. From day one, I enjoyed each and every one of her classes and look forward to going to school every day. Ms. Blake, I really appreciate the way that you helped me in English, which is one of the subjects that I have always dreaded. Because you made the lessons innovative, I have not only bettered my knowledge in that subject, but I've also had greater success with other subjects. I appreciate that you encouraged me to participate in school activities and clubs. Thank you again for all of the wonderful work that you have done. Congratulations, Darren. Thank you, Ms. Blake. Our next senior member is Treasurer Rachel Chen. Rachel has selected AP English teacher Mrs. Barbara Gorman to pin her. Here are Rachel's words. High school has been such a huge learning experience, filled with challenges, yet also growth. One of the first people that comes into my mind when thinking about who influenced me the most is definitely Mrs. Gorman, who had an extremely large role in guiding me towards where I stand today. Not only did she consistently give me encouragement and support, but she also exposed me to so many wonderful opportunities that created many unforgettable experiences. She opened a new door of possibilities for me, whether it be in the college admissions process or even just development within myself, allowing me to reach places that I never thought I would be able to before. With every single achievement I've made, Mrs. Gorman was there to celebrate and reassure me from self-doubt and insecurity. Within the classroom, she always ensures the mental health of her students, allowing us to talk about our current state and sympathize with our emotions, even when these challenges seem hard to overcome. It's clear that she really, truly cares for each and every single one of us, understanding our personal struggles and doing her best to alleviate the pain and exhaustion, providing stability, being the anchor and the positivity and support that we can depend on when times get tough. I'm really grateful for the kind, wonderful Mrs. Gorman and appreciate everything that she has done for us. I wouldn't be who I am today without her. The two words, thank you, aren't enough to express my sincere gratitude, yet they seem to be the only ones that I can find. Thank you for being here on the journey throughout high school with us and your influence as we learn, stumble, and grow, creating everlasting memories and relationships. Thank you. Congratulations, Rachel. Thank you, Mrs. Gordon. Our next senior member, Alex Darbino. Alex has selected media specialist Ms. Rachel Donahue to pin him. Here are Alex's words. High school is a time of changes, the good, bad, strange, confusing, and scary varieties all included. In a sea of changes, adjustments, and a lot of trial and error, Miss Donahue has been a constant. Somehow, I feel like I have more in common with her than I do with most other people in my life. She has been able to point out to me the things that are most important and educate me on the subject of why and how that is. There have been no empty words. She is always there to help anyone who shows up at her desk, and it just so happens that that is usually me that needs the help. Congratulations, Alex. Thank you, Ms. Donahue. Our next senior member is Grace Fenton. Grace has selected our teacher, Mrs. Donna Clark, to pin her. Here are Grace's words. Throughout my entire high school career, I have never met anyone more kind, witty, or as genuine as Mrs. Clark. She never fails to crack a joke and put a smile on my face after days full of stress and anxiety. No matter the worry, school-related or not, I knew her classroom was always open and that I always had a person to talk to. Even on the good days, I always made sure to stop down to her room just to pop in and say hello. I am so grateful for finding such an affectionate, bright, and supportive role model in my life. Thank you for constantly listening, giving me advice, and guiding me through the trials and tribulations of high school. Congratulations, Grace. Thank you, Mrs. Clark. Our next senior member is Crystal Johnson. Crystal has selected Gloucester Middle School English teacher and soccer coach, Mr. Colin McAdams, to pin her. Here are Crystal's words. I chose Mr. McAdams because he has always supported me throughout middle school and high school. The first time that we met was in 6th grade when I had him as a soccer coach and an English teacher. Mr. McAdams was my soccer and basketball coach for 3 years. He was someone that never gave up on me and helped me do the best that I could. I remember when we used to make a little competition at soccer, and if he made the goal, I would have to run 8 laps, and if I missed, I didn't have to run at all. Turns out, I never had to run once. Mr. McAdams, you have also helped me so much in the learning environment become a better writer. I know that in my future endeavors, you will continue to support me. Thank you for having an impact in my life. I am forever grateful. Congratulations, Crystal. Thank you, Mr. McAdams. Our next senior member is Vice President Shannon Johnson. Shannon has selected AP English teacher Mrs. Barbara Gorman to pin her. Here are Shannon's words. I have chosen Mrs. Gorman because she has done everything that she possibly can to make sure that her students succeed. Mrs. Gorman is always available to help me with whatever I need, no matter the time of day. She has spent countless hours reviewing and editing every college application essay and scholarship essay that I send her way, and writing all of my recommendation letters. Mrs. Gorman goes above and beyond her job description, as I can always count on her. Not only is Mrs. Gorman an exceptional teacher, she is a wonderful person with a great heart. It's been an utmost honor and privilege to have you as my teacher for the last 2 years. Congratulations, Shannon. Thank you, Mrs. Gorman. Our next senior member is Emily Keith. Emily has selected high school nurse Mrs. Linda Stewart to pin her. Here are Emily's words. When asked to choose someone who has impacted me the most to pin me, choosing Mrs. Stewart was a no-brainer. Despite only knowing her through small stories that my brother would tell me, I felt like I had known her forever since the first time that I stepped into her office. Mrs. Stewart has a beautiful soul defined by her kindness, selflessness, humor, and love for all. In these past 3 years, Mrs. Stewart has been my rock during the toughest times of my life and my biggest cheerleader during the greatest times. She cares so deeply for everyone and never hesitates to put others' needs before her own. The lessons that she has taught me and the love that she has shown are something that I will always carry with me. I know I speak for everyone when I say I will never be able to thank her for everything that she does. I love you always, Mrs. Stewart. Congratulations, Emily. Our next senior member is Brett Koronek. Brett has selected AP History teacher, Mr. Michael Lifstead, to pin him. Here are Brett's words. When choosing which member of the staff that I'd like to join me in my pinning, I took into account factors such as how long I've known them, everyday personality, and how they've affected me. I am proud to say that I have been in Mr. Lifstead's class for 3 years in a row, starting from AP United States History 1 to now AP World History. Having met him even before that in my freshman year, when he agreed to be the teacher in charge of the debate club. Every day coming into Mr. Lifstead's class, you can tell that he genuinely has a passion for history, especially the World War II section. With his in-depth study guides and his slideshows that are guaranteed to give you a high chance of passing your AP history test. Inside and outside of school, you can very easily spot some of Mr. Lifstead's other passions, such as golfing, bowling, and his amazing guitar skills that he is well known for having within our class. Mr. Lifstead puts the same amount of tremendous effort into introducing these hobbies to students as he does for the classes that he teaches, as seen with the golf club, the debate club, and the bowling team that he is in charge of. He's usually doing all of this at the same time as his AP classes, which is all the more revealing of his amazing, patient, and hard-working character. I've been lucky to have been involved in as much as I have been with him the last few years, and he has definitely impacted my high school experience for the better, in and outside of school. Congratulations, Brett. Thank you, Mr. Lifstead. Our next senior member is Megan McNutt. Megan has selected our film and TV production teacher, Mr. Kevin Young, to pin her. Unfortunately, Mr. Young is not able to join us tonight, so Megan is brave enough to allow me the honor to do her bidding. Here are Megan's words. Mr. Young is not just a special teacher to me, he is my family. I have known how funny, compassionate, and hardworking and kind that he is my whole life, and this has influenced me through my high school experience. He is always there to make me smile and help me through anything. He has been my #1 fan and always encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone, just like he does. Picking Mr. Young to be my pinning teacher was an easy decision. He is not only my cousin, but he has had a great impact on me in and out of school. He has a way of helping many of his students find their way through their high school careers, and I appreciate how he has made me laugh and feel special as I have found my way through mine. Congratulations, Megan. Our next senior member is Casey Palmer. Casey has selected AP English teacher Mrs. Barbara Gorman to pin her. Here are Casey's words. Mrs. Gorman, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for inspiring me to blossom from a sprout to a sunflower. You have always taken the opportunity to check up on me in all my times and also share the funniest moments where we all just laugh. I couldn't ask for a better inspirational figure to pin me at my ceremony today. You always made time to make sure that your students were mentally grounded in all of this chaos. Not only that, you've given us permission to take time to reflect on our own to find ourselves. I wouldn't have thought in a billion years that I would be in the mindset where I am right now. That at any given moment, I feel prepared to write an essay and honestly enjoy it. Without your wisdom of teaching me, I wouldn't think that I could do it. You've never let me give up or find my own weaknesses as flaws. You have shown me that my weaknesses are what they are and use them and turn them into strengths outside of school and in language class. Because of you, I've grown in my confidence. Mrs. Gorman, you always have been one of the biggest impacts in my learning path at GHS, and you will always be that sunshine through those clouds when the days are dreary. Now that I'm at the end of my high school career, I want to thank you dearly. Congratulations, Casey. Thank you, Mrs. Gordon. Our next senior member is Melissa Ritchie. Melissa has selected pre-AP English and yearbook teacher, Ms. Elizabeth Bakey, to pin her. Here are Melissa's words. For me, Miss Bakey's class was always one that I looked forward to. I picked her not only because of how much I enjoyed both English and yearbook class with her, but also because she is the type of person that we should all strive to be. Even though I didn't get to have her as a teacher this year, she is definitely one of the people who shaped my time here at Gloucester High. Her class pushed me to do my best while being one of the most fun classes I've ever taken. Every kid in her classroom is included in discussions, whether it be picking the theme for the yearbook or a random debate that came up in class. Her dedication to her students and Gloucester High shines through all of the aspects of her work here. Miss Bakey will truly go to bat for any one of her students and is one of those teachers that I will always remember. Because of her kindness, dedication, and drive to spread happiness inspires me, and I am grateful to have her pin me at my National Honor Society ceremony. Congratulations, Melissa. Thank you, Ms. Baker. Our next senior student being inducted tonight, or being re-inducted tonight, is Ms. Cameron Rudder-Up. Cameron has selected AP Biology and Anatomy teacher, Mr. Matthew Whitaker, to pin her. Here are Cameron's words. I chose Mr. Whitaker for the pinning because he helped me discover what I wanted to do in the future. I had Mr. Whitaker for AP Biology last year, and I have him again for anatomy this year. He helped my love for science blossom over these 2 years. I have not always been the best at science, but Mr. Whitaker always pushed me to do the best that I could. Those pushes helped me realize that I wanted to pursue a science career. Mr. Whitaker always made his classes fun and made science so much more enjoyable. I would like to thank Mr. Whitaker for everything that he has done for me over the past 2 years. It is because of him that I want to challenge myself and pursue a career in pharmacology. Congratulations, Cameron. Thank you, Mr. Whitaker. And our next senior member, Angela Trinidad. Angela has selected avid and English teacher, Ms. Colleen Blake, to pin her. Here are Angela's words. I chose Ms. Blake because she has become an important person in my life. For those who don't know Ms. Blake, she is a caring, warm-hearted, creative, and dedicated teacher. Ms. Blake is the type of person that stops what she is doing and takes the time to listen. Whenever I would doubt myself or have questions, she would give me great advice and feedback. I have had the honor of having Ms. Blake for 3 years, and each year I enjoyed walking into her classroom every single day. She has pushed me to strive for my goals in life and for my future. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for always being there for me. Congratulations, Angela. Thank you, Ms. Blake. And our final senior member is Haley Welsh. She has selected pre-AP history teacher, Mr. Edward Malone, to pin her. Here are Haley's words. I chose Mr. Malone to be the person who pins me during the pinning ceremony for a number of reasons. Mr. Malone has always been a support, whether I was a student in one of his classes or just simply passing by him in the hallway. The last time that I was a student in his classroom, I was a freshman in high school. I am now a senior with graduation night right around the corner. Throughout all of those years, Mr. Malone never failed to remind me to keep going and to keep up the great work. Mr. Malone is the kind of teacher who truly cares about his students. The relationship that we built during my freshman year has remained strong. Even on a bad day, Mr. Malone is there with a smile, pushing you to keep moving. He's the type of teacher who would never give up on his students. As a student, you don't see those type of people too often, but being able to have him as my teacher and as a support system over the last 4 years has left more of an impact on me than could ever be known. Mr. Malone, thank you for pushing me to be the best student and person that I could be. Congratulations, Haley. this morning. At this time, it's my honor to welcome back to Gloucester High School from the class of 2018, Miss Emma Kraft.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high ideals of the National Honor Society, to build strong character in myself and others, to further the advancement of scholarship, to carry aloft the torch of my leadership, and to serve my school, my community, and my country in the interests of humanity.
Please stand and join us in singing the national anthem. Please join us in singing the alma mater.
In the south of old New Jersey stands our Gloucester High. Proudly all our banners waving upward to the sky. School we love ever dear, Gloucester, hail to thee. Ever we, thy loving students, pledge our loyalty.
Please welcome Reverend Matthew Pierce.
Let's close our evening with another word of prayer. We're grateful that we had the opportunity to celebrate tonight. Each of these students hearing what the teachers have meant to them, for the character, the service, the leadership, and the scholarship that was instilled in them in this institution. And we just pray that as we go and as they go into life, that those